So it seems that the last couple of weeks have not been kind to the whole entire MrBeast crew. From the Ava Chris Tyson situation that we had about a week ago, I made like 5 videos on that thing because it just kept getting worse and worse for Chris Tyson and even MrBeast as each day went on. And now things have been seeming to hit its climax in terms of this whole entire, in terms of like this new MrBeast saga that is going on. And there was a video that got uploaded around about a week ago now, but it's really only hit its true stride over the last couple of days, and it's by a creator who said that they previously worked for MrBeast, and this video itself goes for about 50 minutes, I think it's like 50 minutes long. I have watched the whole entire thing. I'm going to link it down below. I do recommend going to watch it because I'm not going to go through every single little bit in detail as much as he does. I'm going to go to kind of like touch over a few things, and to me, go over the real things that a lot of people should be mad over, and not the things that some people are acknowledging, and they're not acknowledging to what I find even more important. In this video, it is, like I said, it is 50 minutes long, and he goes over so many different topics about how he claims that MrBeast is not the person that we perceive him to be, and that he is a complete fraud. And after this video came out, someone who actually works for MrBeast under the name Chucky and was actually talked about in this video as well, actually made a reply tweet to all of this, supposedly debunking a lot of this information in the video. And if you quickly look through the tweet, now I'm not going to go through all of it all together, because if you've watched like other videos on this, and I have as well, debunking this tweet and talking about how this tweet is complete BS, like this section right here, where he is talking about the whole entire 100 boys versus 100 girls situation, that entire video, and he says that, oh, this guy who used to work for MrBeast, who was actually part of this guy's Chucky's team, says that the whole entire 100 boys versus 100 girls video is scripted, and that the proof is random text saying it is. That's it. It was not scripted. As a matter of fact, this guy didn't say that it wasn't scripted itself, that the whole entire video, no, the video itself wasn't scripted, but some of the results in certain challenges were swayed just a little bit to make it seem like the boys weren't going to win by an absolute landslide, or else they felt like they would have some kind of PR problems. And a lot of the other points in this tweet, he kind of just like goes around a lot of what the person was saying in the initial video. And it's really funny is that when it comes to this tweet, Chucky talks a lot about the content being faked, and that's it. That is it. And that part of the content being faked is about 20 minutes of this whole entire like 40-50 minute video. And to me, absolutely is like, to me, an absolute nothing burger. I don't know about you guys. Like, yes, I can see why you yourself would be a little bit annoyed knowing that MrBeast's content is faked. Especially if you're a big fan of MrBeast and you have perceived every single thing that he has done in all of his videos, especially when it comes to like his contestant videos. You know, I'm pretty sure that when it comes to all of his philanthropy stuff, none of that is necessarily faked. It's more of the competition stuff where it's like you get a chance to win this, or it's the challenges videos that MrBeast does as well, that those are being faked. Now, when it comes to me, and I feel like a lot of other people should be as well, is that are we really surprised when we find out that certain things are faked? When it comes to YouTube, things have been faked and not necessarily scripted itself, but more or less pushed to have a different kind of end result, or even if it's like the end result will be the same, it's more of just how the end result got there. Because say if someone beat a challenge and they have like 5 minutes left, it's definitely not as exciting as if someone has like 1 second left before they beat that challenge. And to me, I find that, you know, changing content just a little bit for entertainment, I don't really find anything too much wrong with that. And I don't, yeah, you can say, and I can see why you'd be a little bit annoyed by it, seeing that all of this is like a little bit faked and it's, you know, not 100% real. But honestly, to me, out of all the things that this guy brings up in the video, everything's being faked in a video doesn't mean nothing. Like on a scale of 1 to 10 of how bad faking content is, I'm literally putting it at a 2. Because if you've been on YouTube and the internet for as long as I have, content has been faked for a long time. For so long. There's so many creators out there to this day that will fake content, that are still faking content to this day, making it out like everything that happens in the video is real, like they haven't taken like 3, 4, 5 different takes just to get the result that they find will make the best video. So to me, scripting content, faking content, making it out like, you know, things are like more exciting than they actually initially perceived it out to be, to me, that's nothing. And this guy, Chucky, that's all he mentions in his entire tweet. And it's really funny because at the end of his tweet, he writes that I'd appreciate it if everyone reading this could help dispel all these fake rumors by spreading this information. Jimmy spends unfathomable amount of money and time to ensure the integrity of what he does, and I hate to see it come into question with a bunch of lies. Dawson, if you leave this up, then you're a hypocrite. To me, it is extremely funny how this tweet to this very second of me recording this video is still up. Because not once did he mention about the things that I find truly unethical and actually leaning towards actually being illegal. One of the examples, that Dawson, which is the guy who uploaded the video, completely forgot his name at the start, but now it has been refreshed in my mind. And one of the things that Dawson mentions is that during a stream when it was around MrBeast's 40 million subscriber merch that was giving out, that it was limited edition, is that during that stream, MrBeast would say stuff like, hey, if you guys buy a t-shirt in the next 30 seconds, the next 5 minutes, we will put $1,000 in a random person's like package, and then that $1,000 will be then shipped off to that random person. And if you go back to and watch those streams, which you actually can't now because unfortunately those streams have actually been deleted, not just off YouTube, but also is that when this video started to actually get traction around about 24 hours ago, the MrBeast team actually deleted this stream off Facebook. That's right, it was still up on Facebook when this video had been uploaded. But since this video has started to get traction, a lot of people have started to talk about it, the MrBeast team has actually gone ahead and deleted all these kind of live streams off the Facebook page of MrBeast, which if you really think about it is obviously problematic, because if you are going ahead and deleting things actively while they are being talked about, it's obvious that you are in the wrong. And MrBeast has done this several times during these streams as well, is where he would say, hey guys, if you stick around in the next 5, 20, 30 minutes, even 60 minutes, there is a big chance that when you buy certain merch, or if you are in this stream, I will give away this amount of money, or I will give away an iPhone. And every single time MrBeast has said this, there's times where he doesn't even do it. There was times during that stream that Dawson talks about in his video, is that MrBeast would say like, hey, in the next 30 seconds, if you buy a t-shirt, we're going to put $1,000 into that t-shirt as well, and then send it off to that person. And he wouldn't do it. And then he'd backtrack and go like, oh crap, we didn't end up putting that money, or we didn't put that iPhone into that package. Oh, we got to do it again in the next 5 minutes. We're going to go ahead and give away an iPhone. But they never did that. Just a way to kind of, you know, it's a false lottery. That's what that is. A false lottery is promising someone a prize if they go ahead and pay money, and then that prize is not given at all. That's what this is. That is what a false lottery is. Not just that, but also during these streams as well, is that multiple times you can see some people actually forging MrBeast's signature. That is right, that during the stream when they were signing merch, supposedly making out like these are limited edition merch that are actually authentically signed by MrBeast himself, you can see that there is times where some people slip up, and it's obviously a slip up, is that other people on MrBeast's team will go ahead and copy his signature like they know it by second hand, and then go ahead and ship that off to people, making it out like it is an authentic MrBeast signature, making it put into question of how authentic a lot of the signatures out there in the world now are actually MrBeast. Then we also have the Feastables problem as well, is that even with the Feastables thing, is that it can come down to it being a gambling and it being a lottery as well, making it out like he's the, you know, like he's Willy Wonka putting himself into the chocolate factory, which is actually what he did. It is quite ironic, because if you've ever seen the original Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, you know that Gene Wilder's character is actually quite cynical and slightly evil as well. Like at some points in that movie, you don't know if the kids are actually going to come out alive. That's how weird and creepy his character is. So to me, for it to come out that all this stuff is happening, and then MrBeast to like portray that Willy Wonka character, especially with this Feastables putting tickets, but not only putting tickets into the Feastables chocolates and making it out like it's a random thing, but you can see that just by chance that some of these massive creators happen to have, they were the ones who actually got this ticket. And then calling up MrBeast, even saying on camera that like, oh, it's great that MrBeast chose us. And then the boyfriend having to correct her, saying like, oh no, it was actually by random. You can bet your ass that MrBeast was putting forth to the actual people that he really wanted in these videos. That's what it's making it out to seem. And then also telling people with the Feastables that if they go ahead and fix like the chocolate on the shelves, because there were times where, you'd go into a Walmart in America, or here in Australia, we have our supermarkets are called like Coles or Woolworths, and you go in there, and if the section was a little bit dirty, MrBeast and his team, and it was even on their website, were going out of their way and telling people to help and fix the shelves, telling them to go ahead and ask your Walmart employee if they have any Feastables in the back to help stock those shelves. And that if you helped stock them shelves, if you helped clean up the area, you, as a matter of fact, would get a chance to win a certain prize. He's using child labor and promising them prizes, putting out another false lottery as well. And then not just that, but it's like you would think that with all these other stuff, saying it out, making it out like it's a false lottery, putting out these like slight little hints of gambling as well. And then he goes ahead and actually puts out a straight lottery machine. Like, this to me is the real problem. All of this like false lottery, gambling, promising prizes, not actually giving it to them, these fixed prize winners as well. That to me is actually the real problem. Who cares if MrBeast is faked content? The fact that Chucky came out, made this whole entire tweet, talked about what to me was some of the most minuscule problems that were actually wrong with this whole entire video, like faking content. Who cares? Like, reality TV show has been faked for years. You can bet your ass that during the 2000s, shows like the Jersey Shore and Keeping Up with the Kardashians and all those other shows during the 2000s that got really big, those big reality TV shows, you cannot tell me that every single part of those shows were real. There were obviously some aspects of them that were real, but I can bet, for sure, I could bet my whole entire life on it, that there were so many situations in those reality TV shows that were just put up. Yeah, there was like maybe this part of their life was real, but they made it out like it was a lot worse, so for the entertainment purposes. So for me, as someone who's been around for a while, like I'm 26 years of age, and I could see why people who are of a younger age who are who follow MrBeast, because he does have a very young audience, would actually be annoyed with this really big. But to be honest, it doesn't matter. And I'm telling you right now, if you are of a young age and you are watching this video because you're like, trying to figure out and like you're pissed off at MrBeast, I'm telling you, don't put your energy in MrBeast faking content, because it really does not matter. It honestly, trust me, faking content has been around for a long time and will not go. Even if this was the only thing that came out of this whole entire video, MrBeast would still keep on going and faking content. And speaking of what's going to happen with MrBeast after this whole entire situation, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. No chance. MrBeast will probably come out, make some kind of statement, maybe make a video, maybe talk about, hey guys, we're going to be, rolling back on me talking about how wanting to give out prizes and stuff like that, because we put out all these false promises and we actually don't give out these prizes. And if we do any giveaways, we're going to be more, strict and follow more rules when it comes to certain of these giveaways. But he will just go back to making videos. That's all he will do. And everyone will forget about this in time to come. Should they really forget about it? Of course not. Should he be held accountable? Of course he should. But to be honest, when you're as big, as famous, and as rich as someone as MrBeast is, and to be honest, he does a lot of things for the views. All MrBeast really cares about is the views. That's really it. Even Jacksepticeye, like remember that clip over a year ago of Jacksepticeye talking about how he didn't like MrBeast because everything he made it everything for the views.
A completely unrelated question. Do you like MrBeast? No. Jack. Oh! Do you think MrBeast ruined YouTube? Yes. Now, in all honesty, Jack, why?
Because it became more about views, money, and popularity than it did about having fun.
You just don't think you had fun playing Squid Games? You don't think you had fun riding on yachts? Building wells in Africa? I don't know.
If he had fun doing those videos, they'd be longer.
We'd see the fun.
Ooh.
I thought you were going to get me with that one, didn't you?
Who's the YouTuber you hate the most?
I don't know. There's a lot of groomers and pedophiles on our platform.
Instead of just doing everything for fun. Like, yeah, MrBeast probably has fun here and there, but he does everything for the views. And to be honest, that's all that matters to him. So he'll go back to making videos and it'll be like nothing happened. It'll be like nothing happened. Everyone will forget about it. His next video, when he comes back, will have to be the biggest video that he has made out of his whole channel. That's what it's going to be. And then everyone will just go back to normal. That's all that will happen out of this. MrBeast will make some kind of apology. Chris Tyson's obviously not going to come back. He'll say like, hey guys, I didn't mean to be this way. You know, we didn't really understand what we were doing. Kind of play a little bit dumb and then say, hey, you know, we don't fake the content, but we do have to, you know, make things a little bit here, change things a little bit here and there just to make them a little bit entertaining. And everyone will go like, that's okay. And then he'll go back to making content and the millions of dollars that he does. But I would definitely like to hear what you guys have to think about all of this down below. Like I said, your energy shouldn't be put into faking content. That doesn't mean shit. Energy should be put into these false lotteries, false promises, and fixing of prizes and promoting gambling towards children. That to me is the real issue in this whole entire situation. That's going to be it for me. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.